Wow. Awesome singing, awesome words. Cindy and I walk every morning, get out early, and before we start our day, and we just talk and get off on tangents and stuff. And one time we were talking about something, and I just goes, yeah, people should start saying wah instead of, or wow instead of wah. You know, I was like, go through life, wah, wah, wah. But all the songs that we sang today, all the words, even the special song that we had today, Our Perfect Life. Our life is perfect. Our life is perfect. And it's up to us to begin to see that ourselves. It's up to me. It's up to me to see who I am, to see the perfection in me, the uniqueness in me, and then to give that. That's our gift to the world. So a lot of times we don't see our perfection, we don't see the perfection of the world, and we go, why? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Don't they see who I am? So, wow, not why. It's all about perception, isn't it? It's all about perception. And when we are in those wow moments, we're usually surrendering. We're surrendering to that bigger picture. We're surrendering to divine order. We're surrendering to God's will. And when we're in those wow moments, we're usually suffering. And the definition of suffering that we like to use here is we suffer when we don't get what we think we want. Can anyone relate to that? We suffer when we don't get what we want or we think we should have. And of course, then we're in self-will. So we got divine will, we got God's will, bigger picture, or our little will, our limited understanding as a mere mortal. So the experiences that we have, the situations that we find ourselves in, they're really not that important. It's how we respond to these situations that's important. Because how we respond to it is going to determine the experience that we have. And I know most of you guys would like to have wow moments in your life, wouldn't you? Instead of wow moments. So to go into our spiritual understanding, that spiritual identity, our unlimited nature, allows us to see beyond. And when we look at something that's happening, if we can lift and turn to Spirit and ask that question, what am I to see here? What am I to see here? What am I to do here? What am I to learn from this experience? When we do that, we open up the door. We open up the door to greater now. But we open up the door. It's up to me. It's up to us to open up the door. This is what Spirit says. This is for this service today. If you will accept all that happens to you as an outworking of divine law, which is divine love, you'll pass through the lower consciousness of suffering into light and happiness. So if we lift, understanding that we create the situations in our life, the experience in our life, as lessons for us to grow and to unfold our soul into that state of perfection. So we've all heard that saying, don't kill the messenger, haven't we? And yet we want to kill our messengers all the time. We want to kill the experiences before they even give us the gift that they were created to give us. Because we'll wash them away with our tears. We'll flood them out. Don't have time. Don't have time to deal with this. So that's what we begin to ask, what do I need to see here? What do I need to see here? Because if we can ask, what do I need to see here? We're once again opening up a door. We're not putting a preconceived understanding on what's happening. And that usually comes from the past. And we're coming from the past, we're not being here now. So after we go to that consciousness of looking at the world from our limited perspective, to our unlimited knowing, we are moved through our journey. Okay? And the lessons are created for growth. To understand that we create these lessons to grow. A lot of times we got to go a little bit deeper. We got to go beyond. Metaphysical, beyond the physical. To go to causal level, not to effect level. We're dealing with effects, and we'll just keep dealing and dealing and dealing, and life can get repetitive and almost a self-fulfilling prophecy of our limitations. So now we go to cause. What's created this? What thought am I holding within me? What belief do I hold about myself or life that's manifesting this, out picturing this into my world? That is our blessing. Oh, I'm creating this. It's my reaction to this that perpetuates my feeling of suffering or discomfort. When we begin to say, what do I need to see here? We will be shown. See, our higher self will show us what we need to see. This life is perfect, according to Spirit, according to God. See, we're in the process of unfolding, revealing who we are. Revealing who we are. This is who I am. And so we take off the mask of victimhood. We take off the mask of power broker. We allow our heart to open and flow and express our unique love, our unique aspect, our unique knowing, God I am. And that's the gift that we can open up to, and then our life can be, wow, this is great. The wow moments in our life allow us to transcend. They allow us to transcend. When our wow moments depress us, they put us in depression. And you see, we're the chooser. We are the chooser. Which eyes do I want to look out at the world with? Which eyes do I want to look at myself with? The eyes of God? What do I need to do here? Embrace. This is what White Eagle said. We love White Eagle. Get our little divine devil. Embrace your karma. Embrace your karma. Be joyful in your karma. You know, there's a... well, I'll go on. This is from Spirit also. Our higher mind, our higher consciousness reveal to us the ability to see beyond. So when we go within and ask to see and tap into that higher consciousness, that light, that love I am, it'll allow us, it'll give us the ability to see beyond, to see the big picture. And then this will give us the ability to understand what's happening, why this is happening. And when we can understand what's happening, then we'll be moved into the ability to transcend, to transform. You know what we're being asked to do? Be creative. So now I can be creative. See, we're the creator, sons and daughters of God. We look at God as creator, we look at creator as God. We are the sons and daughters of God. We are creators in training. When we wake up, we become aware of our right use of energy or our misuse of energy, our misqualified manifestations. But you see, as we wake up and understand that we can connect with God, we can connect with that higher self, that love, that light I am. Now we have clarity. We can walk through life with awareness. When Jesus was 12 years old and his parents took him to the temple for his ceremony to move into manhood, on the journey back, they were going to Jerusalem. They lived in Nazareth. This is probably 100 miles away. So these journeys took several days. When Jesus went, as a young man, he walked with the women and children, and then on the way back, supposed to walk with the men. You know, so they're heading out. They're a couple of days later, and Mary and Joseph are talking, and nobody's seen Jesus. Where's Jesus? I thought he was with you. I thought he was with you. Nobody saw him, so they head back, and they get back to town and go back to the temple. And Jesus is in the temple. And he's talking with the priests and Pharisees and the learned men of the time. And so, I'm going to say Mary and Joseph were having like a little wow moment for a couple days. Wow, where's our baby boy? You know. And then to go in there, and he's teaching with these people. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You know, you're supposed to be with us. Your mom and dad. This is what Jesus says. Know ye not that I must be about my Father's business? Know ye not that I must be about my Father's business? And that was a step into manhood and really claiming who he was. You know what? Mary and Joseph knew who he was. Jesus knew who he was. But now it's time to live. Live the truth. Live the knowing who I am. Know ye not I'm supposed to be about my Father's business? We've come through the age of Pisces, which was the preparation age, and spiritual understanding through faith. And now we move into the Aquarian age, spiritual understanding through the works. To begin to understand who we really are, so that we can participate in our life. To not be a victim to life, but to step into co-create. I'm going to co-create with God in my life. God's within us. God is within us. God's all around us. God is omnipotent, all-powerful, omniscient, all-knowing, omnipresent, everywhere present. Do you know that God is with you right here, now? At this moment in time? We don't have to go to some sacred place. God is with us, available to us all the time. It's our choice. And if we begin to see ourselves as a son of God, daughter of God, God as our Father, it's real easy to now turn to God. See, seek ye first the counsel of God. So I'm going to go to my God counsel within. When I feel like I'm out of control or a victim to life, so that I can get back on purpose. Understanding that what I'm walking through right now is perfect for me, but I'm supposed to walk through it. And the wow moments allow us to transcend it. And the wow moments, we wallow in it. We get stuck in it. And we all have known people out there who've gotten stuck in some distant place in time long ago. We have ourselves gotten stuck. But just to remember who we are, and how do I want to experience this? How do I want to experience what I'm walking through right now? But the truth is that you created it, we created it. Know ye not that it's time for us to be about our Father's business? See, it's time for us. That's what this age is about. To transcend the limited mindset and understandings of how life was supposed to be lived on planet Earth. As we begin to understand our unlimited nature, we begin to transform life on planet Earth. And it's beautiful. It's transforming right now. There are so many great, great inventions, discoveries, illuminations, transformations going on today. And we're just babies at it. But we are to play our part, to be about our Father's business. Because we know God's our Father. We know it. We aren't thinking about it anymore. We're beginning to put it in our cells and through our bodies, and we're beginning to walk. begin to walk our life walking in the Spirit of God. You see? And when we begin to walk, partner with God, walk in the Spirit of God, that's when we can stand back and go, wow, what a beautiful place. Earth is a beautiful place. Here's a good one. I think Georgia is one of the most beautiful places in the springtime. Azaleas, dogwood, all the cherry blossoms, everything is beautiful. You stand and go, wow, this is, I don't want to be anyplace else in Springs, Georgia. I love it. I love Georgia. I'm here by the grace of God. Take another step. Whew, pollen. Why? Don't wash your car. It doesn't matter. But you see, now we got to look beyond it a little bit. Look at, we're focusing on the pollen. You know, we got to go a little bit beyond it now. What you focus on expands. You're going to have that experience. You're going to have that pollen experience. See, we can begin to put some of these laws to the test. I'm going to engage my higher self. I'm going to partner with God, and I'm going to begin to walk through life, you know, as a co-creator with God, in harmony with life, with love. What would our world look like? What would Georgia look like if we didn't have all this pollen? Maybe we'd be living in a desert. Look at all the food that we have to eat. Like pollen's important. We come into harmony with it, it's not going to bother us. We're going to transcend it. You know, it's like, y'all talk with everybody and everybody's, oh man, I've never had allergies, I got them now, and they're going, pollen's really bad. You know, it's like, well, you know, if you buy honey that's made by our friends the bees in this area, it's like a homeopathic remedy because you're taking in the pollen of the area. And so it begins to work within your body to create this matrix of harmony. So the pollen doesn't bother you as much. Now, everyone's different. There is no one cure for everyone. But if there's one cure, there's a million. I'm going to say if there's one cure, there's 7 billion. Because there's 7 billion people on the planet, and we're all unique. And God is going to give us exactly what we need for our peace, joy, love, harmony, allowing us to begin to be creative in our life. To not be a victim, see, but to begin to transcend, to work in harmony with life, to work in harmony with God. God's my partner. God's my partner. Thursday night, Cindy's doing Psych Development 3 class. It's powerful, and a lot of you guys have gotten little readings and health readings and past life regression readings and things like this, and it's great. So we come in, we worked here Thursday. We get here Thursday night at 6:15. It's still light out, no power. Wow! We have got a class to put on. We've got people coming. So we get here, no power. Oh. So we started scrounging up all the candles we got, you know. So we're getting our things, we're getting our little candle holders and all our little pieces of candles, you know. And the students start coming in, so they're all helping out. So we've got our chairs out like this. We've got our little TV trays and little tables with 4 or 5 tables on each one. Tables all over there. These candles brought up it. It was kind of cool. It was very cool. And so we had a person come in to be a demo with one of our students. And that worked great, and I mean, it was magical. It was almost like a magical night. And then after we got done with that, then the class was going to start. And Cindy goes, hey, y'all, do you want to keep going on with the class, or we can go home? Because it, you know, was a little stuffy, but it wasn't that bad. And no, we're staying. It's like, yay, God. We turned a wow moment into wow. And I've had a couple people from that class come to me and say, you know, that was a magical class. There was something about that class that night. And what it was the energy of a group of people coming together and transcending a limitation. And not running, okay, let's come back next week. You see? Yeah. Life's what's happening to you when you're thinking about it. Let's do life now. It was perfect, it was great, and it was a wow moment. And all of us can look at our life, and daily, you know, we have that choice. You know, it seems like we're at a moment in time where the world wants to be wow. And our job is to be wow. As we wake up and understand who we are the sons and daughters of God, and they'll know you by your actions. They'll know you by the life you live. You see? And that's what that's what all of us are trying to do. We're trying to like integrate this knowledge and take it in on a heart level, and then we're trying to walk with it. And as we walk with it, we got to work out all the kinks from past lives and whatever, cultural conditioning, race consciousness. But as we walking in the Spirit of God, walking partner with God, that energy flows through us, and we begin just letting go. And it's almost like take no thought. That's the power of God. We have perfection within us. And as we strive to walk towards that, that energy gets bigger, brighter, more radiant, flows through us, and it moves out. It smooths out the crinkles. It moves out those imperfect thoughts, patterns, beliefs, even habits. And we just walk out of one lifetime right into another. And we live in such an awesome time on planet Earth right now. It's like if we choose, and even if we don't, a lot of times, we're having multiple lifetimes. We're clearing stuff and moving right on again. We don't need a break. And, hey, take me out of here. I got to go recalibrate for 1,000 years and bring me back again. No. Because we've completed. We've got it. We can go now and now. And we all feel an acceleration in time, don't we? The energy. This is what's happening. So if we come into harmony with that, come into harmony with the accelerated expansion that's going on planet Earth, well, we're a part of that. Well, why can't we accelerate also? Why can't we expand also? We're supposed to. That's the plan. It's called divine order. The universe is in divine order. The universe is within us, and we're within the universe. So once we surrender, I'm going to surrender to divine order. We've been fighting too long. The world's been fighting too long. And we're the people that came to usher in the age of peace on this planet. We're pioneers. It's going to take a while. But we got to do our job. We got to be true to ourselves. It's time for us to be about our Father's business. And all that is love. Love ourselves enough to make choices that support who we are. I'm going to support my greater good. I'm going to support love in my life, creativity, joy, peace, happiness, abundance. To make that choice and partner with God. Walk in the Spirit of God. Walk in the Spirit of love. And you will transform. You will transform. And in the process, our world transforms. We're in the time of transformation. I'd rather say we're in the time of transformation than the time of tribulation, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. Ooh, tribulation, why? Transformation, wow. This is our destiny. And it's awesome. It's beautiful. And Cindy and I are just humbled by the spiritual consciousness family. And we tell everybody, we're growing a church, we're growing a spiritual family. That's what we're doing here. We're growing a spiritual family. Far transcend church. We are growing a spiritual family. We see you all as spirit. We see you as our brothers and sisters. And we see you in your unlimited potential. We see you in your unlimited potential. And that's all that's our job. We just want you to know how loved you are by your Heavenly Father. And as you begin to just know that, we all will begin to allow that love to flow to one another. And then that transformation occurs. Let's go within and just feel God's love. And once again, just closing your eyes and just breathing that gentle breath. Breathing with intention to breathe in God's love. I ask to feel God's love. I ask to feel your love, Father. I ask to feel your presence within me, around me. And I now let go. I surrender to divine order. And I ask that your love move through me. And I surrender to the transforming love of God at this moment in time. I choose not to wait any longer. I choose to be transformed through the love of Christ at this moment in time. And I just breathe in that breath of life. Just breathe in that breath of life. Feel your body getting soft and receptive to receive greater love. Surrender to your chair and just feel the love of the sport just holding you right now in your chair, to take no thought. And as you breathe, just be aware of your vibration as it gets soft. And feel it begin to shift a little, to begin to quicken a little. And as it shifts and quickens, you're being moved into that vibration of God's love. So just breathe and surrender to that vibration of God's love. Be still and know. God and I are one. Just breathe. And then allow God's love to flow through you. God and I are one. Breathe. God and I are one. Breathe. Be still and know. Know this vibration. This is who you are. This is who I am. Feel your unique vibration, your unique essence. Feel your energy expanding out beyond the physical body now. Feel the love in this room. Feel your oneness with the love in this room. All the unique aspects of God's love. Joining together this moment in love and support of that grand transformation to love. So just breathe it in. Appropriate this transforming love into your body, into your mind, into your soul. I now choose love. I now choose to be transformed in God's love. I now accept my life as perfect. So just breathe and feel, and breathe and know. You are the beloved of our Heavenly Father. And it's time for us to be about our Father's business. Feel your feet on the floor. Your presence back in your physical body. Alive and alight. Glad to be on planet Earth at this moment in time. And be about our Father's work. When you're ready, just gently open your eyes. Are you aware of God's presence with you right now?